Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today we're diving into one of the most talked about royal storylines making waves across the media landscape. Prince Andrew, once again, is the center of intense debate, scrutiny, and speculation, and headlines claim he's playing hardball with King Charles. Some reports suggest new demands, others point to refusals behind palace walls, and the entire situation has sparked a fresh round of controversy. As always, we're discussing media coverage, public reaction, and the bigger picture, not asserting private palace dealings as fact. So let's unpack what's being reported, what it means for the monarchy, and why this saga refuses to fade. Let's get into it. Rumblings around the royal estates have been growing for months. Ever since King Charles began reshaping the monarchy into a streamlined, modern version of itself, royal watchers have kept a close eye on how he handles the hardest challenges, and one of the most complicated continues to be Prince Andrew. The Duke of York's reputation has been dramatically altered over the past few years. Public trust, once stable, was shaken. His former official duties were removed. And since then, the question has lingered: what role, if any, does Andrew have in the future of the royal family? Reports suggest the answer is far from settled, and that Andrew himself may not be quietly accepting the new status quo. Some outlets claim Andrew has pushed back against certain changes involving his living arrangements, his financial support, and the long-term decisions King Charles wants to implement. Whether these reports are exaggerated or accurate, they've stirred a massive reaction from royal commentators and the public alike. One of the biggest focuses has been Royal Lodge, the sprawling residence Andrew has lived in for decades. Media speculation has suggested that the king wants his brother to relocate to a smaller property, citing cost-cutting and the drive for a slimmed-down monarchy. Meanwhile, some newspapers insist Andrew has been reluctant to move, hoping to maintain the life he has known for years, even as the monarchy shifts around him. This reported disagreement has sparked endless debate. Supporters of Charles argue that the monarchy must evolve and expenses must be controlled. Supporters of Andrew believe that long-standing arrangements shouldn't be abruptly altered, especially after a lifetime spent in service. And now, new claims, splashed across tabloids and online outlets, allege that Andrew has pushed back even more strongly than before. According to these narratives, he's unwilling to concede certain privileges and has refused proposals presented to him. None of these details have been confirmed by the palace, which keeps internal affairs strictly private, but the speculation alone has been enough to reignite public interest. Behind the scenes, experts say King Charles faces one of the hardest balancing acts of his reign. On one hand, he must maintain transparency, accountability, and public trust, all essential for the monarchy's survival in the modern world. On the other hand, he's navigating family dynamics that are emotional, complex, and deeply personal. People forget that for all the formality and history, these are still siblings trying to navigate a situation that would be difficult for any family. Add global attention, centuries-old expectations, and a world quick to judge, and the challenge becomes enormous. Another major question is how Prince William views the situation. As the future king, William reportedly supports the modernization efforts, and some analysts believe he is even more determined to ensure the monarchy moves forward without lingering controversies. If the reports are true, Andrew's alleged resistance could place him at odds not only with the current monarch but with the next one as well. The public reaction to the latest wave of headlines has been mixed. Some criticize Andrew's reported behavior, saying it shows an inability to accept necessary change. Others believe the media has turned a complicated family matter into entertainment, exaggerating tension for the sake of drama. Many point out that without official statements, much of what we see remains conjecture. Still, the conversation continues because the story taps into something larger than royal gossip. It raises questions about accountability, about privilege, about how institutions adapt, and about how families deal with members whose actions bring difficulty or controversy. And that's why these headlines, whether grounded in truth or inflated for clicks, have so much impact. They shape the narrative around the monarchy at a time when the royal family is already under immense pressure to justify its relevance. So what's next? If history tells us anything, it's that the royal household rarely reveals its internal decisions publicly. Moves are made quietly. Agreements happen behind closed doors. Announcements come only when everything is final. Whether Andrew ultimately accepts changes, negotiates different terms, or continues resisting, we may only see the results after months of speculation. For now, the conversation continues. The media continues to dig. The public continues to debate. And the dynamic between King Charles and Prince Andrew remains one of the most intriguing topics surrounding the modern monarchy. As the conversations continue to swirl, many royal observers believe this situation could mark a defining moment in King Charles's reign. How he balances loyalty to his brother with responsibility to the institution may set the tone for future decisions involving other family members. It also highlights how difficult it is for the monarchy to modernize while carrying centuries of tradition and expectation. Every choice is scrutinized, every gesture analyzed, and every rumor magnified. Whether the tensions ease or escalate, one thing is certain: the world will be watching closely as the royal family navigates yet another chapter of uncertainty. And that wraps today's deep dive into the latest reports surrounding Prince Andrew, King Charles, and the evolving future of the royal family. Remember, much of what we covered reflects public reporting, commentary, and speculation, not confirmed palace statements. But the impact of these stories on public perception is undeniable. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit that like button, subscribe for more royal analysis, and drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you think the monarchy is handling things the right way? Or will the internal tensions only grow from here? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.